Hey folks, I'm sorry it's been a while. The channel kind of fell victim to the things I had to do. And there's been a lot of things I had to do. Let me fill you in. If you're listening to this episode on a podcast streaming service, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the lovely pictures I'm about to share. But if you're on YouTube, buckle up because you're going to see some amazing things. Me and my space dogs, Zara and Diesel. Zara is snoring right next to me, by the way, so you might hear her. So we moved houses twice in this time. We finally left Scotland and we live in England now. I attended 2 Spacecom Expos in Farnborough, UK, and I also attended 2 IACs, that's the International Astronautical Congress, one in Paris, France, and one in Baku, Azerbaijan. They were both amazing, as you can see. I went to the moon with Spaceboss, saw a lot of rockets, met up with astronauts. Oh, wait a minute. Who is that?
Hello everyone on the RocketRia Space Channel.
Yes, that was Matthias Maurer. I met a lot of amazing people at these events as well, and some turned into friendships, which I'm more than grateful for, because what could be better than having friends with the same interests who understand just how weird you are? As a volunteer for the Astronomical Society of Edinburgh, I helped reopen the Royal Observatory in Edinburgh, and I got to hold some meteorites in my hand. I bought a rubber duck, because if you have a bathtub, it's compulsory to have at least one. Don't be mad at me, I don't make the rules. I went to see Brian Cox in Glasgow on his Horizons tour, where I learned about white holes. If you don't know about white holes, go and look them up because they're a very interesting concept. But of course, they cannot exist because of the second law of thermodynamics. I was on BBC Scotland talking about a partial solar eclipse, which then I didn't see, but in theory, I know what happened. I went to the Space Up conference where again I met some fantastic people and made new friends, and I also walked home with a space painting painted by a Ukrainian artist. I visited the Glasgow Science Centre for a Royal Astronomical Society event where I'm a fellow since last summer, and guess what? I made new friends. I gave a talk claiming the sky back for the Astronomical Society of Edinburgh, which talk I then repeated twice for other societies across the UK as well. I will put a link below so that you can check that video out. I'm talking about space debris and what the world is doing to mitigate the issue. Then came the NSSC, the National Student Space Conference, organized by UK SEDS, where yes, I made new friends, but I was also among the organizers, and I was the one who couldn't work the microphones. I was also the first to be unable to dock to the ISS in the simulation, but I managed to do it the second time. As I was fairly near, I quickly visited Jodrell Bank and the Lovell Telescope, which is a 76-meter diameter telescope weighing 3,200 tons. I'm right there in front of it. Can you see me? I went and listened to Tim Peake's My Journey to Space talk in Edinburgh. And then I attended Asteroid Day in Luxembourg. This is a global program supporting thousands of independently organized events on June the 30th, educating the public about asteroids. I met up with some cool astronomers here who showed me a footage of the DART mission that I wouldn't have seen otherwise, and one which I can't show you either. I started my master's in psychology as the aim is to become a space psychologist, which doesn't mean that I'm going to deal with aliens, okay? I'm going to deal with astronauts who go on deep space missions. At least that's the plan. Someone employ me, please. I finally left Europe for the first time in my life. I flew to LA where I attended the Space Economy Summit. I saw the plaque of the Apollo 11 astronauts on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and visited the California Science Center to see the Space Shuttle Endeavour. Seeing the shuttle made me cry, I'm not gonna lie. I also missed a partial solar eclipse in LA, which also should have made me cry, but I'm not going to talk about this because I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed about this. And if my friend, my physicist friend, Chaba, is listening, I'm sure he's laughing his face off. Chaba, stop it. Anyway. I also visited the Griffith Observatory, which is just stunning, as you can see. If you're ever in LA, make sure you visit it and watch the sun go down from there. Or Malibu Beach, one or the other. I also wanted to get into SpaceX, but that wasn't possible, so I just snapped some photos of the building on my way to the airport. This November, I was asked to be a panelist at Global Mailsatcom in London, and then I became an angel at Space Tech Expo Europe in Bremen, Germany. I love these conferences and expos because I get to meet people whom I have only met online before, as I attend a lot of online talks, webinars, and hybrid conferences. I had a blast in Germany and also had the opportunity to conduct some interviews and to get an astronaut rubber duck friend for my rubber duck at home. Most recently, I moderated a panel titled Space Insurance in a Changing Space Environment. Again, I'll put the link in below. A lot of articles of mine have been published and I have been fairly active on social media, but I missed you guys. And that's why I decided to relaunch my YouTube channel, which is also going to be uploaded now to podcast streaming services, so you can decide whether you just want to listen or you want to watch as well. The format is changing slightly as well. Almost all the episodes will contain an interview with someone involved in space, either industry or academia. There will be exciting topics like astrobiology, cosmology, astronomy, astrophysics, space law. You name it, I'll do it. Seriously. Tell me what you want to hear about, and I'll do it. I'll make it happen. Hopefully I can. So welcome back, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me. Let's see what exciting things are ahead of us. Next Tuesday, I'm going to kick off this relaunch with an interview with Victoria Valdivia, a faculty lecturer and a senior analyst in Chile, who's going to talk to us about her career and neurodiversity as well. I hope to see you then. Ad Astra.